Lions TV full time from the Stadium of Light via my front room. Thank fuck I didn't go. It finishes Sunderland 3, Millwall 0. Oh my God, if you could have asked me at half time, the last scoreline I thought it would be at full time, I would have said 3-0 Sunderland. We was brilliant in that first half. It's one of the best I've seen us play all season. We continued from where we left off against Preston. We was on the front foot. We put together some brilliant moves and some patterns of play. We had some chances. The one that Fleming knocks down after a good five-man move and Honeyman comes in and strikes. Just a really good block from a defender. You got the header that Bradshaw puts over their keeper, but it's headed off the line. Big scramble in the box, couple of half chances. Jake Cooper volleys it at their goalkeeper. The gilt edge one is, of course, the Bermondsey Burkamp. Bang on half-time. Great work from Bradshaw, pressing their left-back, pressing their goalkeeper. Passes it straight to Fleming. And in a similar scenario where it's a keeper error against Bristol City away and he just rolls it in, he has the whole goal to aim at and he rolls it wide. So you go in at half-time, 0-0, by far the better side. Sunderland on the back foot for the majority of the 45. Thinking, more of the same and we will, we'll get in that top four. It wasn't Gary Rowett's fault at half-time that we wasn't winning that game. He did everything he could to get the players out there. And I did say at half-time, even if we lose this, I've got no real issue because we have gone out with the intent to try and win the football match. We've been on the front foot. We've been entertaining. And as I said, it was more down to good defending and players not taking their chances that we wasn't in front at half-time. Typical bipolar Millwall, the second half is a completely different story. And unfortunately, this is where I will point the finger at Gary Rowett, because George Long should have been dropped after the Preston game. He should have saved the penalty at Rotherham. I know you should never say he should have saved that penalty. But against Rotherham, he travels the full length for the goal. The striker's got that much to aim at. George Long gets two hands on it, dives and still pushes it in. First game against Blackpool, should have saved the goal, goes through him. And these shots keep going through him. Happened against Preston, misses the cross. The second goal against Preston, sinks to one knee, doesn't dive. And today, he's done it again for the second goal. Let's cover the first goal as well, because the other one, Charlie Creswell, look, do yourself a favour, Gaffer. I said on social media pre-match, Hutchinson, the absolute core of our defence for the last 7 years, club captain, and Bulkowski, back-to-back player of the season 2 and 3 seasons ago. Brilliant players for the club, vast experience, respect from the other players. Having him on the pitch is just a good thing for us. And I said they're heavily experienced, not just at Millwall, but in the Championship. I said in pre-match, all right, he's played long on Creswell. I'm not complaining because we're 6. Well, guess what? Now I'm fucking complaining. Because Charlie Creswell, mate, wrap him up in a fucking bit of wrapping paper, tie a bow round him and send him back to Ellen Road now and put him under their tree and say thanks, but no thanks. I don't care if Alex Mitchell makes that mistake there. I don't care if Hayden Muller makes that mistake there. Why are we nurturing a player that we can't ever buy that constantly fucks up for us? I don't really care if he scores goals at the other end. He's cost more than 4 goals this season. And for the first goal, okay, maybe it's harsh, I don't know. But for me, he's in behind his man. Pritchard's on the line. Pritchard plays it into the striker that Charlie Creswell's behind. There's a lot of players over on that touchline. For me, Creswell doesn't need to get involved there. He doesn't need to go and get involved. He cuts in front of the player, tries to win the ball. Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't have done that. I think Hutchinson, with more experience, would have just stayed off, let the striker get it, got touch tight to him and made him make the play back to Pritchard. Instead, Creswell comes round, comes out of position, gets a touch on it but doesn't just clear it off the pitch, knocks it straight back to Pritchard. Pritchard runs in, crosses it across the goal, and they are 1-0 up. Could be harsh, that one on Creswell, maybe. Okay, the second goal, George Long, honestly, take your coffee machine on Instagram and fuck off. You are useless. This is going to go down the same route as Jordan Archer. If you think George Long's a good goalkeeper, you have no idea what you're talking about. He is not up to this standard, never been proven in the Championship. If he can kick the ball long, then fuck off and play for Twickenham fucking rugby club or London Irish or fucking Witness or I don't know what they are. I don't know fucking rugby. A goalkeeper saves the ball. That's your fucking first job. And he's not even diving. It's gone through him like he's fucking made out of cardboard. What is he doing? What is he doing in the team? After Preston, I can understand why Rowett's left him in against Preston. Because we've got the win. The goals he's conceded not really affected the game or the result. And, if a goalkeeper makes one mistake or a player, any position makes one mistake, you can't just yank him out. They need a run of games. Long has had a run of games. He has cost us about 8 goals. Between 6, 8 could be dramatic. I've got the Could be about 6 goals he's cost us. And he is not good enough. He's never been proven at this level. He was Hull's second choice when I was in League One. Why are those two players, a Leeds loanee who's 19 and a second-rate goalkeeper for Hull, starting at the Stadium of Light in front of 42,000 people in a game that was massive for us? Look, we've lost the game. It isn't the end of the world. But I said at half-time that I wasn't that fussed if we lost. Now I am, because that's going to destroy our confidence. The third goal, Charlie Creswell, what is he doing? I mean, the game's done and dusted, and it's not Creswell's fault that we haven't taken our chances in the first half. But it's comical, the third goal. He just completely misjudges the bounce. It goes over his head. And even at that point, I'm so fucked off at Creswell, I haven't realised that the ball's bouncing here for Sims. Cooper's chasing him back. He's got a long way to travel. All Long's got to do is come out 3 yards from the edge of his box, set himself, make the goal smaller, get big, and make Sims take him on. He's just come fucking flying out. I think his coffee machine had boiled. He's run straight out the goal, and he's made it easy for Sims, who tapped it over him, run round the other side. A positive I'm taking from this game is if you don't put Sean Hutchinson and Bolkowski back in the team next Saturday against Wigan, you're fucking mad, Gaffer. You're mad, because neither of those two are up to it. You give them a chance. We went on a little bit of a run. That's over now. Send Creswell back to Leeds and send fucking, what's his name, Long back to the coffee shop where he fucking likes to plot. Get rid of them. They're not good enough for this division. If one of our players, a young player, is making the mistakes, like I said, Alex Mitchell or Hayden Muller, by the way, who are both miles better than Charlie Creswell, and I don't think they would make those mistakes, then that's fine. But when we're nurturing a Leeds player that we can't, someone said on the live stream, oh, he's learning. Well, I don't give a fuck if he's learning, because he's not staying at Millwall ever. He's going back to Leeds regardless. So let him fuck off back there and make mistakes. Let him go and make mistakes for fucking Rochdale or Shrewsbury, because that's the sort of level he is. Fuck him up there. Why are we having to suffer a Leeds player learning on the job when he's never going to play for Millwall? Get rid of him. Get rid of Long. We've lost 3-0. Never in a million years should we have lost 3-0. I was really impressed with the first half. And now I've just got the fucking So I'm off to buy a Christmas tree. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.